So that's really what we do.
What would you tell somebody who is sitting there and they're like, I just need help. My pants are on fire. I need help right now. What would be the one thing that you would tell them to do when they're hiring? Let's talk about hiring a little bit more. I know you said you had some bad hires and you had some good hires.
Yeah.
What did you do with bad hires? Because I think that is every entrepreneur's fear when they start researching. They're like, I got to hire. And then they either hire too quickly and hire somebody that's a bad fit, or they don't hire at all and it shoestrings them and they can't end up growing their business. So let's talk about the bad hires. How'd you handle them?
Oh my gosh. I had this story of this young girl I hired one time, and she was just getting her degree, and she was my husband's friend, and he was like, she was in nursing school and she's really good at project management. So I was like, I need a project manager. I'm overwhelmed. Like, surely she can solve all these problems for me, because that's terrible. And I hired her and she was like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, I don't even know.
Project manage, go.
Yeah, I'm like, go project manage something. And she's like, what does that mean? And I'm like, can you just come to the office? Because I don't even know. And she's like, because I was like, oh, maybe you should get to work virtual. I don't know. Then I had her like review this document. And then I was like, look, I'm sorry, this isn't working. I don't even know what I want you to do. And I'm like, she was like, it's okay. I understand. Like, I don't, it was just so weird. But I had given this girl like a really good job after accounting school as an accountant. She didn't even know how to do accounting. Like, I felt terrible. So don't do it. You have to know what you're hiring for. If you don't even know what they're going to do whenever you hire them, like, so now we're like, you have to have 5 years of experience. You have to be an EA or CPA. You have to have all these things. So whenever I hire you, I can do like I'm doing right now. I hired a girl last week. She has been chargeable and working ever since she started. I don't have time to give you 6 months to learn how to do the job. I need you to be able to get going and help us as the day you get hired. And so that's really what we do.
What would you tell somebody who is sitting there and they're like, I just need help. My pants are on fire. I need help right now. What would be the one thing that you would tell them to do when they're hiring? Because that is a huge pain point that I think all entrepreneurs go through when they're at that, like, they're making enough money that there's a huge amount of pressure on them. They're doing enough clients or enough sales, whatever it is. And they're like,
Well, that's the first, like I said, the first thing I did was hire, and I couldn't afford it, but I hired anyway, because I know that is the quickest way to make money in your business, is to have more of you. Now, we'll get to that. We'll get to what I want to say about that in a second, because I was so the entrepreneur that it was like, nobody can do what I do. Wait, we'll get to that in a minute. So I would say what I knew is how much time I spent on each thing. So I know as an accounting firm, like 50% of my time was spent on stupid bookkeeping. And when I say stupid, like, I despise bookkeeping. I love the numbers. I love the strategy. I love to go through the bookkeeping, but the actual part of like putting in every little piece, the entry part, I don't enjoy that. Angela loves it. She loves it. She could sit and do it all day long. And I'm like, oh my, that is terrible. So you just need the person that loves to do what you hate to do. And that way y'all can come together and form a better team. So you're not going to be able to outsource everything, right? Like I only outsourced that one part. All she could do is bookkeeping. Okay.
I know the first time I hired, I literally went out and I was like, I need the unicorn. I need the unicorn. I need the unicorn. But the truth is, here's how I tell people to hire now when I have this discussion. I'm like, make a list of everything that you do in your business. Like, let's just take 15 minutes with brainstorming. Now I want you to rank them 1 to whatever number it is, 1 to 10, 1 to 20. Which ones are you best at and which ones are you worst at? And start hiring for the ones you're worst at.